guys, what's going on? It's Nick back with another Dad Diaries episode, here to talk about some tips and tricks you can use to help your pregnant wife, girlfriend, whoever, through this pregnancy and to make it a little bit easier for the both of you guys. Let me start off by saying thank you to all the people who have subscribed to the channel. Thank you to everyone who has viewed the videos already and who continues to at least share them. That's all I ever really ask, to just help me share helpful information to other people and to make a positive difference in someone else's day, hopefully. So thank you guys all very much. If you haven't already, click on the subscribe button at the bottom, as well as go to my fiance's page, Nyela Jackson, N-Y-E-L-A Jackson, and subscribe to her page as well. That would be so awesome of you guys. Thank you very much. Last time I had talked about some different reading materials that you can use to better educate yourself through this process. So I want to share a couple of the books that we've been using together. This is your standard, the best-selling, most popular, What to Expect When You're Expecting. This one is the 4th edition. I assume they update them every couple of years with new information. And this is pretty much going to be like your biology, chemistry book, where it's got a lot of different chapters and passages and sub-passages for everything possibly that you might have to experience. That doesn't mean you will have to experience all of it. And that being said, there's going to be sections in there that you can skim over or that you can completely skip if it doesn't apply to you. Same goes for this book that Nye's been working on, The Mom and Natural Week-by-Week Guide to Pregnancy and Childbirth. And this one also a bit thicker of a read, but like I said, just find the information that you need to find that applies to you and your baby, and that will be the most helpful bit to get you started in these books, and maybe go back and revisit the other passages after that. This one I particularly like. It's Your Pregnancy Week by Week. I like this one because you pretty much get, well, number one, there's dad tips in there specifically, so that's awesome. And then the other good part about this is that it gives you a life-size diagram of what your baby is looking like each week and the size of it. So this one's just kind of an enjoyable thing to read. It's very easy, week by week. It's only, I think, 10 pages for each week. So I kind of was getting a little bit ahead of it for a little while, and so I have to slow down and use some other books instead to not get too ahead of myself. This one I got from my family for Christmas. Dude, You're Gonna Be a Dad. This one was very enjoyable. It's a casually written book by a father, John Pfeiffer is, I believe, how you pronounce his name. And it is how to just get you two through the next 9 months. Obviously giving you tips in there of better things to do, that, things you'll experience that every dad is going to experience in this pregnancy. And the fact that, this is part of the process and it's a journey together. There's going to be lots of obstacles, lots of emotional challenges, but the point of it is that you two are a team and that this is part of the journey. It is the hard part, but you will get to the finish still. And then this is just a little one I picked up not long ago. I actually really enjoy it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Each chapter is about 2 or 3 pages long, and so very enjoyable. And it's just simple ways to deal with the issues that happen in every household, whether it's just a couple or a family or whatever it may be. The issues that everyone will experience and how to literally not sweat the small stuff that happens in everyone's lives. A few other good ideas, especially going back to the first trimester. Your pregnant person is going to be experiencing lots of sickness, lots of changes in her body. There's going to be gas pretty often in the mornings, and it's pretty funny, honestly. You have to just take things with her, understand she's going through changes, and it's okay to laugh a little bit, but don't make them feel bad that they're farting around all the time or anything like that. One thing that I thought was a really good idea that I got from somewhere else in one of these books is that when they're going through the nausea period, is to set up kind of like a emergency kit in the bathroom for them. And so what I did was I got this very nice modern basket style where I would put crackers in there, bagged up for her, because that can help just kind of quell some queasiness. I also put a few canned dries in there as well. These are the mini cans, so they're a lot easy to store. And then normally in the last one, I had lemons and limes. That was just a tip I got from one of the other books. She never used the lemons and limes. You were supposed to, I guess, just suck on them, and that would help, but usually she just did the crackers and ginger ale. And if all else fails, like I said, she is going to be using the bathroom more frequently. And one of the scariest situations that could happen is you're taking a number 2 and you need to throw up. And so in case of that possibility, I did put some paper bags underneath this little thing. These are not, they are for her if she needed to get sick while she was in the bathroom. Luckily, we didn't have to have that happen. And one of the other things that really started to affect her was sleep, just due to being uncomfortable, whether it was due to nausea, whether it's due to you starting to show a little bit with your belly into the second trimester. And so I went out to the store and got a pregnancy pillow that is supposed to help you lay better, sleep easier in different positions with your new body that's forming to you. So let me show you guys that. It is a large, kind of like a yin yang. It's not quite. I don't really know how to describe its shape. It's got a little bit of a hook here, and it can be used in ways of laying as a pillow and having your stomach supported. You can use it as back support when you're sitting down and have something on top of you as well. You can also lay on your stomach by putting it into a circle, and then you would be able to lay on your tummy. Don't jump down on the bed like that though. And so it's mostly about being thoughtful and trying to understand that they're going through something that you won't understand personally ever in your lifetime. And that this process is all about putting your feelings under her feelings. And it needs to be prioritized in that way, because otherwise you're only going to cause more problems for yourself in the end. It's hard for anybody to deprioritize their own feelings, because that's kind of how human beings are built in their own way. But it's important to consciously remember that they're going through something that's very challenging emotionally and physically, and that they need all the support that they can have right now. So this will be one of the most challenging times in your guys' lives together, but it's also going to be one of the most rewarding times too. And this is all a part of building that team together and figuring out how to work with that person's day, how they can work with your day, how you guys can accomplish things together in the ways that they need to for the best life for the baby, really. And that's always what it's got to be about. This is so much bigger than you and her at this point, or her and you, if this is a lady watching this for your future father of the child. This is about someone else, and that even my feelings, Nai's feelings, the baby's feelings are going to always come out on top no matter what. And so that's the important thing to keep in mind too, that this is a long process. It will take time to work on things when there is struggles. Every relationship has their own problems, and there is always a solution to those problems if both people are willing to work for it. And that's what I firmly believe with any relationship. So one of the last tips I definitely want to give is that you need to document everything. This is I know some people are camera shy, some people don't like to film things, and that's perfectly normal starting out. That's how I was even doing this. It takes me a while to even set this up just because I don't want to do it sometimes. Or pulling out a phone, around a doctor, or talking to the camera and stuff like that. It's all challenging, but when you get to look back on these videos like the heartbeat, the gender reveal that I'll be putting out in the video next time I do one of these, it is so worth it to look back and see and re-experience those feelings. And not only that, you're making these you're saving these memories for your future kids. And I just got a scrapbook for Christmas of a lot of childhood photos, and it was really special for me and my sisters to each get one of those. And so those are the kind of things that even if you don't want to do it right now, it will really be a lot of value later on in life. So continue to document things. It's so special. We live in a day and age where everyone has a phone, so there's no reason not to snap a couple pictures or at least take a few videos, and that's always the better thing to do, honestly. So like I said, stay tuned. Thank you guys all again for subscribing and watching the video, and go out there and be the best parents you can be.